No, I'm dead. Oh!
No.
Oh shit!
Do the move. Do the move. Oh.
180, look at the floor. 180, look at the floor. Hands on the floor. Hands on the floor. Well, let's say we just jump right into it then. So how would you describe your Zarya playstyle?
I would say my Zarya is pretty offensive. Like, I have a pretty aggressive playstyle, especially if I have a high energy. But I mostly try to like, besides that, I want to be making the aggro plays. I also want to like play around our team more than just going in all by myself. I want to be able to support our main tank as best as possible.
Okay.
So he's able to make some brew for himself too, and for the team.
And on d.va, what would you consider your playstyle?
Like pretty much 100% playing with the team. The more effectful you are as peeling or focusing targets or matrixing stuff, the more consistent you are with your stuff, you'll be better.
Just be more consistent, forehead. Okay,
Yes.
are there any kind of like techniques that you use quite a bit that a lot of people don't? So I can kind
Some of
of...
the techniques that I use on d.va is probably like launching aggressive d.va bombs into situations where they're in a bad position, or it's in a situation where we have nothing else to counter. For example, their ult economy. If they have a lot more ults that they're gonna engage with, if I can land a good d.va bomb, I can deny like 2 ults easily.
Okay.
It's all about their movement, their ability usage, and how I'm able to land my bomb in certain situations.
And for your actual bombs, do you go into a practice range, sort of like a custom game, and you know, figure them out? Do you just kind of get a feeling for how far they are? How do you actually decide where to bomb? Is there a lot of time spent in custom games, or do you just more or less wing it in the moment, in the middle of the game?
Well, I played DPS for 8 seasons, so after switching into off-tank role, I had to go and like get set up bombs for each map for certain situations. And besides that, you have to always adapt into a situation.
Was there any resource that you used in order to figure out kind of where those bomb spots are, or did you just go and figure them out for yourself?
I might have watched some videos just to adapt a bit. Like, what is the most common ones, and what is the reason why they are the common ones. And after that, I just thought of a good positions myself and went and tried them out.
Did you do any research on like how Poco does his bombs or anything like that? Because he got quite a bit of, you know, credit.
Poco is one of them. Poco is one of them, definitely.
Any other kind of notable divas that you studied from in order to get better at off tank while you were kind of transitioning from DPS?
Well, basically Space and Fury, and also the guy that actually taught me how to play d.va was called Zappis.
Oh yeah, chat knows who Zappis is, I'm sure. Who is, other than yourself, of course, who do you think is the best d.va and who do you think is the best Zarya?
I think probably the best d.va is either one of the 2 persons. It's either Space or Fury, I would say.
And what about their d.va kind of play makes them the best in your opinion, and how is it different from yours?
I think Fury has pretty unique playstyle. He's super effectful during fights. He's always like prioritizing the right things. He's not wasting his matrix. He's tapping it properly. He keeps good economy out about it. And Space is more like he's super aggressive, and he keeps adjusting his playstyle depending how your team plays. So he's very good at.
He's like really good at adapting.
Yeah, from defensive into offensive and peeling into diving and everything. Like, he's very good.
Okay. And what did you think of Seagull's d.va playstyle?
Seagull was super good too. I enjoyed watching him, and
He's
I think
go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, he's more like how would I put it? Like statistic d.va play. Like he did all the basic stuff, but he did them perfectly.
Oh, so he's just kind of like a guy who tries to get the, you know, the most numbers on paper.
Yes, he's super clean when his d.va play comes up.
Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to try and do is get Graviton eats today. See if we can't eat some Gravitons. So when you're playing d.va and you know they have Graviton, kind of what is your go-to method to try and eat a Graviton, if you can share that secret technique?
I can say some. So basically,
Some. I
you
like
need
it.
to know. You need to know when enemy Zarya has a graviton. It's not just about believing your teammates when they're calling. You need to actually know it yourself. And playing a lot of Zarya first will make you know when you would want to grab yourself. So when you play when you play a lot of Zarya, you know when he's about to grab, so it's easier for you as a d.va to predict those situations. And certain situations, like you're about to have a team fight and Zarya is right next to the corner, you know he's gonna grab the corner or he's gonna push in aggressively with. So you need to predict his movement and also the position where he's gonna grab.
And just for chat, what is the benefit of grabbing a corner?
The benefit of grabbing the corner is to denying the enemy d.va from eating it, because the shorter the range is, the easier for Zarya it is for to hit him. But the further the range is, it's easier for d.va because you have time to react in it. You can see, you can hear the sound and everything. But if you do it straight into a corner, super close, there's no time to react really. So you gotta predict it.
Is it easier to eat the Gravitons of higher level Zarya players because they're more predictable, or lower elo Zarya players just because their grabs are terrible?
I would say it depends. It's as a Zarya player, you should always have upper hand when it comes to grabbing in overall. You can choose the way that you put it. You can either wait until d.va uses his matrix. You can see if d.va is not grouped with the other group, the enemy team, so you can throw it without the fear of him eating it. You can demech d.va. There's so many things that you can do. You can grab a wall. You can wait. There's when you tap on matrix, and if you lift the mouse button before the matrix goes on, there's a global cooldown. There's 0.5 seconds that you have time where he cannot rematrix. So if you see he's using matrix and instantly decline it after, there's a small opportunity to throw it. But it's all about how you read the situation, pretty much.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Oh, have I decayed? Oh, damn. Where did this account decay from? Okay, so low GM. So we're only about 100 SR decayed or so like that. But yeah, I'm gonna jump in, and then I'm playing on my alt that has d.va and Zarya hours on it, so that people in my comp games won't bitch at me for playing d.va and Zarya. Because I think that's why you made your alt account, right? Is that every time you play in ranked on something that isn't d.va and Zarya, people are like, hey, rCk, can you play d.va?
Exactly.
So you've been a DPS player. Your Genji especially is nuts. What are your favorite DPS to play when you're not playing off tank?
Well, Genji definitely. It was the hero that I started to play the game with. And besides Genji, I would probably call Tracer. But my Tracer, it was I was learning it while I was playing Genji, just in case you needed to swap off a projectile DPS and you played double hit scan back in the day. For example, Tracer and Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
That was meta back in the day. But besides that, any projectile, pretty much.
Any
Pharah, Hanzo. I enjoy all of them.
Flexible
I
guy.
like to predict stuff, you know?
You like to predict stuff?
Yeah.
Have you ever is there any player that you've encountered in pro play and contenders who consistently outsmarts you, or are you the biggest brain on the block?
Well, there definitely were very good players that I played against in contenders, and I wouldn't say I always outsmarted them, but sometimes if you play you focus a lot about certain things, and the enemies might do small mistakes, and you just take the advantage of them, you will make your team win eventually.
Okay.
It's about how do I put this? It's prediction, as I've said multiple times already, and also what kind of game sense you have in overall. If you see certain movements of a certain player, you know they're gonna do something aggressive, so it's easier for you to get. How do it's hard. Show me what they have. They have Rain Hog.
Yes, they got a lot of stuff that I can eat here.
Yes, that is good. Focus on the nades.
Focus on the
Even
nades.
nades and flame strike are your priority here. And if somebody gets hooked, you need to deny that one shot.
Oh, well that nade's down.
I have no shield.
Nade should almost be back up.
Big Daddy!
Oh, I got flashed.
Infinite power, speed me!
Infinite power. Our Reinhardt is a very happy person today.
Big Daddy Reinhardt.
Yo, kill these guys though.
Oh, is that J3? No. Sounds like it, but I don't think
I
it
ain't
is.
stopping here.
I'm gonna die to this Hanzo, aren't I?
Oh, Jayne, click head. Baby D.va, very good.
Baby D.va's so good.
Shut up, guys.
Yo, there's a genius.
Oh,
Where?
I knew it was
Jinxed.
gonna...
Let him do shit.
Shut up, guys.
Jinxed! Oh, we got Grav out. Oh.
Genji, you gave it away.
So when you don't have a bomb, what are like the main kind of things that you actually do to a graviton when you're on D.va and you don't have bomb? Are you kind of like flying through it, flying behind it, trying to stand on the Reinhardt's head? What are the main things you try and do when there's a grav in your D.va?
Basically, the best thing is, if it's possible, to like, you might take a lot of damage by doing this, but when you fly through them, you do damage, and then you should fly on top of them and shoot from above, because it gives you
Give away my location.
like another angle for them to block. So if they block you, your team will shoot them, and if they don't block you, D.va deals tons of damage from low, like close range. So basically, being just very close and shooting head.
I actually can't hear what my team is screaming.
It's fine. They're feeling it.
They are in it to win it. So with this bomb, should I be waiting for Zarya to use her graviton? Should I be like throwing it as they push in?
Sorry, is 73, right?
Yep, sure is.
Yeah, definitely should wait.
Holy shit,
Okay.
Ryan, drop
And,
your shield and tap H3.
Oh, I was a bit early on that fire strike, Eve.
Ryan, I fucking get
probably,
Sorry, is it 96%?
Probably have a whole hog.
They used
And
it.
also-
They just used it.
Alright.
Turn right.
Hey Ryan, you ready for a sex play?
And also how like they're gonna have a high noon soon. So what you should do is like you should bait him throwing
Big
it.
shadow too.
Sorry, say that again?
Oh, Genji walks in front of me, dude.
Their McCree will have a high noon soon. So what you should do is try to bait their high noon with your matrix. You kind of like when he enables it or puts it on, you only click like short amount of that. Oh, this is a bomb.
What was that?
Still got him.
Got him! Worth it! I'm too far deep. I'm way too deep.
So
Unfortunate.
basically, a McCree high noons, you're gonna tap your matrix once, and then you're gonna hide. And he's gonna like try to get kill marks up. There's a certain time limit,
Yep.
and when he's about to hit it, you just come from a corner and matrix him again. If you can't do it, you just back off.
Oh, okay.
And most importantly, your main tank and you should call if he has already drawn the high noon or if he's still waiting with it. So everybody knows where to back off when the situation comes up.
It's hard to hear you over my team screaming.
That's fine. That's okay.
Oh, man.
Yo, Alicia feeds.
I think we can still win this one, though.
My ultimate is charging.
Oh, wait. So, hide. Kill markers up. Do it again. Hey, it
Okay.
worked.
Yo, this
Look at that.
Nice. Good job.
Are we going back in?
Yo, fucking Ryan, dude. My Genji sucks. Woo!
This game was all right. Every moment of this game belongs to Ryan.
They're feeling the Christmas.
It's the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if these people are okay or not.
Me neither.
King Tut with the 200 bits says, "Hey Jayne, I'm a main tank main looking to get the best out of my usually toxic solo queue experience. What are major things that I can focus on as a gold tank player? Usually get the best out of toxic solo queue experience." Well, rCk, you were mentioning it earlier, but if you do have a game that's like a complete loss, you've got toxic teammates, how do you still kind of make use of your time?
Being able to ignore all the toxicity and taking over as a shot caller, especially as a main tank player, will make a huge difference. If you can lead your team to go to the objectives at the same time, coordinate some ults with it, they will stop flaming eventually.
So get rid of the toxicity and replace it with shot calling.
Yes, if it's possible. Just
Okay.
because if you're more if you're more comfortable on staying positive, you'll get rid of the toxicity and everybody else will join you eventually. There might be people that don't give a shit, so to speak.
Yeah. There's
But
always going to be
you
those
have
people.
Yes, but as long as you slightly ignore them and just focus on trying to make your team win, it will make a big difference.
Living on is just definite.
Ashes on top.
So what are the main things other than kind of getting energy that you use your bubbles for, especially in goats?
What is the best way to get energy?
No, like other than using bubbles for energy, what are the main things that you're looking out for to use bubbles?
No shield, no shield.
Mostly saving, like to save the player from overextending or being dove, or in overall
Yeah, Winston's good.
disabling something that they have by bubbling somebody,
Okay.
like a stun or a hook or being in a grab, or if you know they have a shatter, for example, and you know your rain may not be able to block it, you might just save your shields for the situation and just block it yourself. Just time it. Same as in a grab, like if they have a grab d.va combo, you should save your shields so you can block that bomb properly for your team.
Oh,
Huge grab.
our Winston was jumping in. I thought he was going to be there. It still worked out. Oh, he's right here.
Yeah, we have nano.
They do have a hammer right now, don't they?
You're down to, you're down to.
Pretty sure they do. Do I dare try and reaction block this?
Weapon shield. Weapon
Yeah, you should.
Or I could just get murdered by a right click. Unfortunate.
Why did you not on peak, Don?
Okay. What are you noticing anything else I need to change about my Zarya so far?
Do we just back this off?
Nah, it's been fine. Your main tank should do Winston, so it's gonna be a slightly different playstyle. You gotta bubble every time he goes in, like bubble the Winston to maintain your high energy, and you specifically you save your shield for the situation where you wanna be aggressive. Don't use it only for energy, but the situation either you need to back off or you need to play super aggressive.
Okay.
Yeah, reset at 6. We just come
I
back.
don't think I'm going to be
The
able
main
to get out of
energy
here.
comes from the main energy will come from the Winston jumping in. If he doesn't block all the damage with his own bubble while
Yeah.
doing so.
There's a dim right.
Does your Ana have a nano?
No, not 40%.
Alright. Yep.
That was a terrible bubble.
Like,
Let me grab you.
if you get nano boosted as a Zarya, when you're high energy, you'll do more damage than like a Genji blade.
Okay.
That's shadow?
A hammer?
You can
I think he does have hammer, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Well, that's one way to die. Oh, I'm alive!
Oh, what a big sleep.
When did I need bubbles here? He still has hammer, right? He hasn't used it?
Okay, wait, you gonna jump on?
No, he hasn't.
Okay. Okay, then coming back there.
Who is he gonna
So what do you want to do is basically
He's one.
I was about to say that you need to rain pretty much to block it properly. Like Winston can block it too, but Winston usually is gonna flank with Zarya. So.
Nice. Should get damage.
Run low, run low, run low. Run one.
And also a good tip is not trying to shoot, like shooting Reinhardt's shield makes a big pressure, but if you're able to shoot somebody else that is right next to the shield, or if you can right click the backline, it will make sure you get grab faster and you create more pressure
Even
in
more
the backline
pressure than
too.
actually just going for the shield itself.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm dead.
Well, maybe you get saved.
No, I wanted to try and lead her on a wild goose chase instead of back into my team. I could use a slight buff, but I think in general he's viable. Okay. What buff would you give Roadhog?
What buff?
I'm about to die.
I think I would change his kit a bit. The abilities that he has currently. I would probably want something else than a hook and a self-heal.
Break, the brick bubble.
But that would be like a remake, pretty much. But if you would only add a buff, I think he could use some armor.
Roadhog armor.
Yes, but only the fact that he has 600 HP and he has a self heal while he can move. Nice grab, by the way.
Thank you.
And just having armor would make him a bit more tankier, so you could maybe run it.
So just
Like
like a
completely
little bit
different
more
lane.
resistant to.
Yeah, you could basically
spam.
run like a Roadhog main tank with the D.va on it. Like just something weird. But it would be more viable then. Because now if you run goats in with Hog, that's basically a free ult charge for Zarya and
Yeah,
D.va.
it sure is.
Because you can block the hook with shield or matrix. That's pretty much it.
Now, Zarya's right click has always been like a little bit wonky in the fact that if you're close enough to something, it actually hits like above the crosshair. It isn't an immediate arc. It's got like that up and then down part. Do you have any kind of like tricks for aiming it? Like kind of.
Basically, the best way probably is to hit it like underneath the feet. Like aim at the feet of
Aim
the
at the
target
feet?
that you go for. Yes.
So that if you miss, you hit them in the kneecaps. Take them out
Yes.
of the caps.
it's
that a
just
Finnish
because
thing? Take them out the kneecaps and just leave them in a snow pile.
it's like
You got the Finnish
The-
mafia up in here.
the hitbox will hit it if you hit it like near
Just aim at the feet.
near his feet. Yes, aim at the feet. And also, like you can slightly predict a movement of a player once you play a lot of the game. You can see if he ADs. You can predict when he's gonna A and when he's gonna D. 'Cause they do the pretty
Yeah,
text
for us mortals who
textbook
aren't
movement.
psychic, that's a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
careful, Matrix.
Just push the payload. We cannot go under. Even
We're just gonna push the payload and stay under them. Interesting tactic. Let's see how it works.
Or you can push it from under.
Push it, yeah.
It's actually a good idea.
They haven't rotated, they're gonna drop. They're gonna do a really scum drop.
No, you should continue the movement all the way top, just to push them up.
I'm being pushed by the payload.
Click up, click up, click up.
Nice block.
No shield, I'm dead. Play some cart. Moving cart, we're moving cart. Play some cart.
This fortifies out, right?
We can.
Hey, we got it. Nice.
Go on. Start, I think.
Kill me if you must. I have done what I needed. What a silly point. Just entirely. Does Zarya right click do full damage if you only have one ammo left? Yes, it does.
Don't run into that. Don't run into that.
Yeah, so it's always good to right click at the finishing move if it's possible.
This is
Oh
cringe.
man.
You are being tanked, and then you just
Are you gonna
need
chase?
something to die.
You are gonna chase.
What?
The only
Damn.
What?
Okay, so here, how do you want me to use my graviton? How would you use it against a Bastion D.Va?
Bastion D.va, they probably don't have trance, they used it, right?
Yep, they
Or do
did.
they still have it?
They did.
Alright,
We just grabbed
so you don't have dragon for it. So as long as you can make your Reinhardt to connect into it, you can use. So basically just use it at the Bastion when possible.
I want to break the
And D.va
D.Va.
would be perfect.
Oh, that's
You
a
can
nano
grab the
bastion.
wall.
It's a nano bastion though. We got him.
You're fine. Don't need to use.
Got him.
In there, you could have like either watched the D.va, if you can demech her, watch until he used some matrix and do it on the global cooldown, or you could grab the wall, because they were next to the wall, you see?
Okay.
On the right side of you.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that into a nano bastion. I thought we'd still
Yeah.
just all die.
Yeah.
Somebody's going high ground. I saw them. I don't know who it is. D.Va, can you check?
They're going high ground, they're going high ground.
Nice, GG.
I guess we'll take it.
Nice console.
Nice.
Okay. So what is the main thing that you're like, oh, I wish Jayne was doing this one thing? So if
Sorry?
you were to change like one thing or add one thing to my Zarya play, what would you add?
One thing to add, probably the way that you try to build ults. Pretty much, you had a good target prioritizing. You were bubbling the right targets, but being able to
Who's the Jayne?
stay aggressive in a situation where you are not in
Wait,
danger,
I think Jayne was on
like
the other team or something.
being able to find that situation is hard.
Oh, Jayne.
he's
Okay.
already on.
Nice.
Wait, who? What?
Give that a shot. Hopefully we get another Zarya map. Thank you, rCk, and people like you for sharing your knowledge as well. Makes it a lot better. Ooh, Hanamura. That looks like a Zarya map.
Oh, it hurt.
Ooh.
What's
Oof!
up, Nano? We almost.
Ow.
Fuck me, I should my bad.
Down 2 already. It's gonna be one of these games. One of these games. Any tricks that you have for
Hey, I
breaking
have a good
chokes
idea
like
here.
this?
Want an anatomy?
Especially in
Like right
Platinum
now, right
Diamond,
now?
it's
No, no, no,
super
no, no,
common
no.
for people to just kind of like poke at this choke for like a solid 4 minutes. What's the...
You fuck.
What's the right way to go through?
Yeah, how do you make sure that you don't just get stuck at this choke for a solid 4 minutes?
You basically you just look at the game.
Just...
You gotta know. Yeah. The conclusion, what I'm gonna say is like, you need to know when they use their abilities. If they play range Zarya, you
Yeah.
gotta know when you can be aggressive. You let them. You can pick the corner and just bait their bubbles out, and then
Okay.
you go in with your own. You need some sort of advantage. If you can't get that advantage, you have to think of the like how the map works. Can you use any maneuvers? Can you go right side to hide from if they have a Widow or Hanzo or both snipers? Can you hide some sidelines from them? You gotta think of different alternatives when it comes to going through a choke. And also, like, especially in the lower ranked games, you can easily bait people into, like, force them to overextend.
Don't go and chill, chill.
Okay.
And then you take the advantage out of there.
Can I get
And also, the element of surprise, if you can, like, if you know they're playing 2-2-2 and you're playing full goats, when you reach the choke point the first time, you just run at them. You go super hard. You don't. You give no mercy. Big grab, by the way.
So when you're attacking the second point of 2CP on Hanamura, or like really any 2CP map, you're an aggressive Zarya player. Do you like to stay aggressive, or is it kind of more important on 2CP to peel for your healers?
Depends on the combo. If they play heavy dive, you should definitely peel. And shoot the tanks, d.va, Winston, easy.
That's not good.
But
Oh shit, oh
but if
shit.
you're playing with tanks, it's pretty much being like enabling your Reinhardt. This is,
He probably has that.
oh.
Got him.
Yep. What I was about to say, enabling your Reinhardt will make your team have more space to play with, and in that way your DPS can also pop up if they have actually room to play.
Our Rhine is not recharging.
Oh shit, no, not that.
Our Rhine is literally throwing. Holy shit.
On the building?
Now at this point, you just heavy carry.
We have Elon.
Just
I
hard
believe-
carry. Got it.
If you can't deal with the tanks, because they're pushing you with the advantage, just try to flank. Try to make it like a big flank. Go and do the supports.
Okay.
Beam them a bit,
Alright,
then
we'll
just
fit.
finish them with right click melee.
I'm
Oh,
still gonna
man.
fit
Okay, Rain is going in. Ooh, right there.
Hard
Let's
carry
go,
time.
Jayne.
Hard carry time.
Let's go.
Hold up. Wait for trans, wait for trans,
No.
wait for trans, wait for trans. Nice, nice, nice.
What the fuck was that?
Oh.
I'm on Lucio.
Look at that tracking. Actually lit.
We actually held this? What the heck?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
You made it. You're being
We
high
did it.
energy. You made enough pressure for you not to be pushed too easy. I have time to regroup. Actually massive. One advanced thing as a Zarya player, like sometimes Rain drops his shield for frame strike or in overall just to reset it. If
Yep.
you can time your right click every time, it'll make huge burst damage and even more pressure. But it's very difficult.
No.
Okay.
But it's something that you can
What is
like
last
make your ult charge come up faster and still make more pressure. Ooh.
What is second point?
Oh, wow, you used your ult too.
No, I'm dead. Oh!
No,
Oh shit!
do the move. Do the move. Oh,
180, look at the floor. 180, look at the floor. Hands on the floor. Hands on the floor.
hope for the best.
I wonder if they'll fall for it twice. Oh, no, they probably won't. I'm just going to grab the wall here.
Nice, that's a big one.
Got him.
Should be enough. Yeah.
Should be.
A little bit overkill. I want my ult. Come here.
Easy.
Hanzo's
Nice.
running.
Hanzo lost.
And here you could aim upwards on a certain spots and right click on this guy, so let the right clicks fall down if they run
Oh,
in
yeah.
or charge. Yes.
Get out of here, Hanzo.
Where are you going, Ryan?
If you know they're gonna land in the
Hanzo,
one
he's
position.
running.
Nice shield.
Where you go? Oh, I found you, Hanzo.
I killed you, sorry, retard.
Their Hanzo's right
Got
down the
him.
ground. Kill him. He ran away.
Easy
Nice.
clap game. Easy clap game.
Actually, massive Zarya, dude.
Huge. Huge.